Okay, we'll go on to question number 2, and that we'll start with Mr. Mata. Property taxes have seen a steady rise in past years. Particularly commercial property taxes have seen a steep climb. A small commercial property valued at $300,000 in 2005 would have had property taxes slightly below $8,000. While property taxes have typically increased by, or property values, excuse me, have typically increased about 17% in that time to where that property is valued at $350,000, the taxes have increased over $12,000 in that 5-year span, and over 50% increase. This compares to a residential property tax of about $4,000 on a similarly valued residential property. How much burden do you feel commercial property owners should bear, and do you feel we are nearing a tipping point where particularly small businesses will be unable to bear this burden?
In my mind, it is all about priorities. The key problem here with the tax thing, are we at a tipping point? We're probably already there. I mean, if you've been looking at the paper, a couple of businesses have already closed their doors in town. And I'm sure that the tax burden has had a big impact on that. So what I believe has to happen is we set some priorities and determine, what is it the city needs? And there are specific needs, fire, police, public safety. Those have to be funded. And then there is a long list of wants, and that want list is endless for any of us when we're managing household budgets or a city budget. And we've got to decide where the dollars are going to go. And that means that if you add something to the city budget, something's got to come off. I'm convinced that we shouldn't add any new obligation bonds or additional debt until we retire some. And if we can get the Discovery Center and all of the new businesses, if everything moves in the direction which was the original vision of the city, then if taxes receipts keep going up like they did in February of this year, then there will be monies to fund all of the wants. But right now, it is important to take care of the needs and get a handle on the debt and stick to a set of priorities which gives value back to the taxpayer. And that's one of the things I perceive in talking to folks around town is you have to feel like you're getting a value for your dollar. And when voters go out and vote because they want to improve the city pool system and they vote for a bond, you can say, okay, we want to spend our money on that. The question is, a lot of the funds that are brought in when you pay your taxes every year, are you getting the value for that? And we need to have a set of priorities where the citizens feel like, yes, I'm getting the value for my dollar.